everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with Hafiz. My name is Hafizullah Masoudi, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can implement the delete functionality using Vuex of Vue. So first of all, let's log into the system, as I already have opened the system in the browser. So let's click on this login and let's log in as hafiz@app.com, and the password is password. So if you remember, in our previous video we finished the edit functionality. Now let's create first of all a button besides this edit for the delete functionality also. So for that, let's open the project in the text editor, and in here let's go to the blade, which is in resources, views and home blade. And in here, if I close the sidebar, let's scroll down, and yeah, this is the table that we are fetching all the users, and this is the edit user button. Let's duplicate this button, and for the @click event, let's say delete user. We want to pass the user data, and for the classes, let's say btn danger, and for the text of the button, let's say delete. And don't forget to run your yarn run watch to compile all the changes. Well, it is a Laravel blade, we don't need to compile it. So let's get back to the browser and refresh. Yeah, we have our button. Now let's bind or create the @click event that we bound to this button. So let's get back to the text editor, and let me minimize this console. So let's go to the sidebar and let's go to JS app.js. Let's scroll down in here and let's create the function after this update user. So let's put a comma here and let's say delete user parenthesis, and we have user coming through the function and curly braces. And in here let's call the store. So this dot $store dot dispatch, and we want to call an action with the name of delete user, and we also want to pass the user data. So curly braces, and let's name it user colon then the user data. Now let's run our yarn run watch to compile all the changes. So in the console, let's say yarn run watch, enter. So guys, the code has been compiled successfully. Now the next part is to create this delete user action at the store. So let's go to the sidebar, and this time let's go to store folder store.js, and in here let's scroll to the bottom and let's create this action after update user. So put a comma and let's say we want to say delete user colon parenthesis then context comma data, and it should equal to a function. And inside this function, what we will use is a confirm dialog box of JavaScript, because we want to ask the user if he or she wants to delete this user or not. So for that, let's create an if statement first. So if parenthesis then the confirm function of JavaScript, and then curly braces, and then we want to say else. So if a user deletes it, clicks on OK, so we want to delete it, and if it clicks on the cancel button, so we don't want to delete the user. So in the confirm function, let's show a message to the user. So let's say it should be a string, and let's say are you sure comma you want to delete this user. Now inside here we will do the delete function using Axios. So Axios dot, well, this should be post, and API slash delete user slash we want to pass the ID, so plus data dot user dot ID, and then let's say we want the then function, and an empty function, and inside here what we will do is alert a message. So let's say user deleted successfully. And if user, well, let's also declare the catch. So catch errors with this an extra parenthesis, which should equal to a function, and let's say console.log errors. Now for the else statement, what we want to do is log something to the console. So console.log, and let's say delete cancelled. So let's close the sidebar. As you can see, we have created this delete user action, and then we have created a confirm dialog box. If a user clicks on yes, so it will call this Axios post route, or if he or she clicks on cancel, then it will console log delete cancelled. So now next part is, guys, to create this delete user route in api.php. So let's go to the sidebar and let's scroll down. Let's go to routes, api.php, and in here let's scroll to the down. Let's duplicate this one, and this should be delete user. So let's copy it and paste it in here too. Now the next part is to create this delete user method at user controller. So let's go to the sidebar and let's go to app http controllers API user controller, and in here let's scroll to the bottom and let's create a public function delete user method, and we have ID also coming, so let's pass the ID to the function. And inside here what we will do is, let's say user colon where ID equals to $ID, then we want to say arrow delete, and let's say response, return response parenthesis arrow JSON, and inside JSON let's say success. Now let's get back to the browser and check our code if it works. So let's hard reload, and now let's try to delete this admin user. So are you sure you want to delete? Let's click on cancel first and let's inspect the console. Well, it should be at the bottom. If we go to the console, yeah, you can see delete cancel. But if we click on OK, so it should remove the user. As you can see, user deleted successfully, but it didn't update the table. So let's see what is the problem. If we get back to the text editor and go to store.js, you can see we are only alerting this message, but we are not updating the user data. So what we can do is copy this context dispatch get users, and we can paste it after, or let's paste it before alert. So save the file. Now let's get back to the browser, refresh. Now let's first create another user. So create user, let's name it admin at app.com. Password is password. So table has been updated. Now let's try to delete it, and yeah, it shows the message and table updated. So guys, this was how to create the delete functionality using Vuex of Vue.js, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. And if you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to give the thumbs up, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel for support. So this was everything about this video. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next